I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Breeze. A quick throw, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Steps away to his left. This taken in by Kincaid. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Breeze on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Ready?
It's a play fake. Now Vick. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Let's go, let's go,
and he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Vick's throw there incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Michael Vick. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Greg Olsen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Bronco switch.
They're going to run it with Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a
touchdown, Washington. Drew Brees, 42 yards. And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
On the ball.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Tempo,
a big play, Victor Moss.
Let's go,
and even 50 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down, Vic. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Vic goes play action, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg Olsen with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Viking 18.
And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth, the flag.
Encroachment defense.
What was that, man?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
Let's go now.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Bronco 80. Ready.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Brees going to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So a victory here for the Commanders. And to be frank, Charles, probably not. set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Out of the gun, it's Howell. This complete to Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And Howell will throw it. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Lockett with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Commanders making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the former Purdue Boilermaker. It's Drew Brees. This is Eric Dickerson, 4-time rushing champ. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Not sure if he's looking for a cutback lane or whether he was trying to get to the corner, but he didn't find either. They ended up forcing him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to Dickerson here on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3rd and 5. Here's Eric Dickerson. There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 34 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it second down and 12. Now they'll throw with Brees. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 41 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
They'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Sam Howell and the rest of this offense running back out. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go now.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. Howell from the gun. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Got it. Ready?
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's go. Let's get off.
Howell looking to throw again. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10, Howell. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. 3rd and long, here's Howell. And this is going to be incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Commanders back out late in this first half. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together.
He's got a man, complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Randy Moss, 98 yards. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Howell. That'll be caught by Kupp. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Howell out of the shotgun. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on 3rd down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
Got ahead of you, baby.
Ready,
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Dickerson. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On first down, Dickerson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Up the middle they go. Dickerson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Now throwing on first down here. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU.
Well done. Here we go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
Ready?
Come on, baby. Get low.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Henry, and he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Powell to throw.
ain't going nowhere.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Howell. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Howell. And his throw is incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Here's 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Washington offense going back to work. And, Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And, partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now.
And this is taken in at the 5. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they've just likely won this thing in regulation. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Howell's throw into the hands of Lockett. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Howell with one final shot. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.